a brief demo on what I would do, trying to, and how we might be able to help you finding contacts for Life Healthcare or other organizations that are out there. A couple of tools. First tool that you should be looking at right now is called the Profiler. Profiler data mines a company's web footprint. That means it'll scan through in real time. It'll scan through the company's website. Then it goes out to the deep web, where it'll go out to news groups, blogs, SEC data, social data such as publicly indexed LinkedIn profiles. What a lot of people don't know is about 95 to 98% of LinkedIn profiles are publicly indexed, meaning I can find these people in these profiles without actually having to dive into LinkedIn and be restricted by all those rules. So once it goes out, it takes about 2 to 4 minutes to profile a company, because again, it is real time. Pulls back all the contacts, as you would see here, profiled. It didn't let it run for the entire time, but it should kind of give you an idea that it pulled back about 313 names. These are the contacts, and if we go down a little bit, what we're trying to find is, of course, as many contacts as we can, but also as many emails. Now, what you're going to see here are not every single contact is going to have a direct email, but what we do know is the vast majority of companies are going to have a single email structure. So I can append any of those emails that I see. So if I think the naming convention is first name dot last name, I can highlight whoever it is I do want, fill empty email with suggested first dot last, and I populated those in. So you can do that all the way through with all the individuals we have contacts here. Now there's another way that we can also locate contacts, and that's with what's called the diver. The diver captures contact information from search engine results. Going to consideration of something that I mentioned earlier, that we can pull out, we can actually locate about 95 to 97% of LinkedIn profiles with a simple search string through Google. So I don't have to, I log out of LinkedIn, and I can go in and put a search string in, which would look like this. That doesn't change. So that's what you're going to be looking at. Now, if I could then enter in Life Healthcare, South Africa, and it's telling me we've got about 4,600 results. Now, you can do the same thing in LinkedIn. The problem is within LinkedIn, you can't do anything with these contacts. You can try in-mailing them. You have about a 15% response rate according to LinkedIn itself. You can't export from LinkedIn into Excel or anything like that to actually use these contacts. Now, if you have the diver, I can actually go in and capture these contacts. So what it's going to do is it's going to dive behind all these links, and it's actually going to pull out the entire profile. And I'm going to let this run through. It's going to take maybe a minute or two, and then we'll move forward. All right, now that this is all done, what very simply we've done here, this is where the profiler is a company-centric type of a tool. It starts at the company level. We profile the URL for anybody. We're not searching for very specific people. We're just going to try and find as many people as we can. For the diver, we can use this as a little more targeting. Let's say if you want very specific titles, we can use that as part of the search. So if there's somebody that you want in there that has a specific title, chief surgeon or whatever it might be, we could add a lot of these different little pieces in as part of the search string. But what we've done here is I pulled out from this is just the first page results. I can now filter so that all I have are going to be people from Life Healthcare. I can get rid of anyone that is not. And I have all these individuals. Now, these are publicly indexed LinkedIn profiles, and maybe 1/10 of 1% of these LinkedIn profiles are going to have any type of contact info, so we know that. So, but we still need to make these useful as you want, emails or phone numbers and such. So what we do with this is all these contacts, we're going to export it to the profiler. The reason we do that is because we know that the profiler can locate emails, phone numbers, and things. So I'll just create a folder that I can dump it in, all these contacts into. And now they're in the profiler. It is that simple. I go to the profiler, and we're going to find here that this is how they list themselves. That's why you're going to see different names. They're all the same company, but just how the individual lists them. So now what we would do here is we profile this company. Why? Because we need to find contact information. We'll just let it run for just a few seconds or so here, and get the idea. So there's two ways you can kind of start. You could start with the profiler and just go that direction. You could certainly start with the diver, where you might get a little better grasp of more direct contacts. If we stop this here, again, we let it run for a very short period of time. Now again, first name, last name, if you recall, when we did profile it, that was the email naming convention. So we have all of these people. Now, the ones here are the ones we brought over from the diver. Any with the little arrows that you see here are the ones that we brought over from the diver. So I can just highlight them. Again, the email naming convention we established first name, last name. First name, last name. We now have emails for all these people. Remember, this was off of the first page of that results also. We still could keep going. As well as you could go all the way down here till anybody that we have included. We have all of those contacts now. Now, one thing you do need to know is anybody that we do profile, obviously the ones we brought over from the diver, we know where we got those from publicly indexed LinkedIn profiles. Anybody else, we do show you the source of the page in case you're wondering how we get that information. It's not a database. It's a live search of the internet, so this is where we find those individuals. And we'll source it and we'll show you exactly where we found them. So much better than any type of database that you may have had access to in the past. This is live information from the internet as we've captured it right now. So again, to kind of bring things around, we can either start, you can profile the company, which will data mine the company's web footprint or the organization's web footprint. We can also use the diver to enhance the targeting as well. So you could use both methods. However, whatever you feel is going to be making the most successful. So that's going to be kind of give you an idea of the tools of what we have. Something that's of interest, or you think this is something that's going to work for you, let me know. I can cover cost. Cost is going to be based off of the capacities. Capacity for the profiler is the number of companies that you, or URLs that you profile. So this is one URL. You can export as many names as you want, doesn't matter. It's the number of URLs or websites that you would profile a day. Okay, the lowest number is 50. We can go much higher than that if you'd like. But again, you need to let me know how many per day that you'd be looking at, and I can give you some pricing. As for the diver capacity is based off the number of exports. So here, if I have 47 people here that I exported out, that's 47 people, or 47 exports. The minimum for the diver is 500. We can go much higher than that if you'd like. So it'd be 500 a day. Again, the profiler minimum is 50 per day. Let me know what you think. If you think these two tools would be an advantage for you, and certainly would be able to provide you with real-time live contacts. They're great tools, the best thing out there. Certainly let me know. But that should give you some good ideas as to what our tools can do. And let me know if you need anything else.